3 years. I poured everything into dragging a dying company from the edge of bankruptcy to the verge of an IPO. And at the shareholder meeting right before we go public, some junior hire who just got off probation 3 months ago points her finger in my face and calls me a corporate parasite.
Veronica has been blatantly abusing her authority as vice president. You use the corporate jet like your private party bus. That Gulfstream is meant to impress top investors, not your little socialette friends. While the rest of us are busting asses for this firm, you're up there playing celebrity at 30,000 feet. What do you have to say for yourself?
Ava even pulls out a stack of evidence photos she'd clearly doctored, the inside of a luxury jet cabin, champagne towers, women in barely their outfits, and lines of white powder on a table. The room erupts. Veteran employees start whispering among themselves. What they don't know, I've never met a single one of those socialites in those photos. Every single face was scraped off social media and photoshopped in. And here's the real joke, my so-called best friend, the CEO, I've had her back for 10 years, doesn't say a word in my defense. Instead, she rides the wave and demands I hand over control of my private jet and walk away with nothing. They think they just seized the company's golden goose, but in reality, that one move, it sealed their own fate. This CEO sitting here playing pretend Rebecca, when loan sharks were hunting her down.
Ronnie, I screwed up. I put every dollar I had into this company. The loan sharks said they're taking my fingers next. Please, you're the only one who can help me.
I was the one who pulled out my black card and saved her life. When Wall Street wouldn't take us seriously because we lacked prestige, I bought a multi-million-dollar Gulfstream out of my own pocket and lent it to the company for free just to keep up appearances. But today, this freshly promoted intern Ava waves around some so-called personal use log and righteously accuses me of misusing company assets to throw parties. What they clearly don't know, the insurance, fuel, maintenance, even the flight crew's salaries, every single cent comes out of my personal account. And there is Rebecca, putting on her little good cop act on the side.
If we are serious about becoming a world-class company, we need real structure. Veronica, please hand over the jet access codes.
Fine, you want the keys. Here, I slam them on the table right then and there, but let me warn you, some things come with a price once you take them. With the keys in hand, Ava's arrogance hits a whole new level. She barges into my private hangar with a crew. Under the excuse of removing personal traces, she smashes my $10,000 bottles of vintage wine like they're cheap booze.
What is this bargain get crap? Toss it all. Replace it with the Levant Rebecca actually drinks.
And rips apart my Italian custom hand-stitched leather seats.
Ew, this is giving rich grandma energy, like aggressively. Rip them out. I want luxury, like Hermes orange. I want clients to see money.
Handcrafted in Italy, custom aviation leather, $50K per seat, and she's ripping them out with a crowbar.
But Ava's most disgusting move, that comes next. She hires a bunch of models off the street, dresses them in skimpy lingerie, has them crawl onto my private bed and pose in the most degrading positions. Also, she can stage photos of a so-called sex party as evidence against me. She even throws away the one thing my late mother left me, her cross.
Killing the vibe! Much better. Now it actually looks expensive.
Watching these clowns tear through my space on the security feed, every last trace of warmth drains from my eyes. You can come after me all you want, but the second you touch my mother's keepsake, I will make sure you beg for mercy and never find it. Soon enough, Rebecca brings her billion-dollar Wall Street client Victor on board for a test flight, planning to close the deal and sign the contract midair. Ava jams my key card into every slot she can find, but the central control system and engines don't respond. Nothing.
Here, try it. Still nothing? Do you even know how to fly this thing?
There's nothing I can do, ma'am. The jet's in full lockdown. The key's been disabled. The system says only the registered owner can unlock it with the master code.
What they have no idea about, this Gulfstream was upgraded last month with top-tier dual authentication, fingerprint plus remote phone encryption. One tap on my phone, remote shutdown, lock engines. The jet on the runway goes completely dead. Alarms blare across the airfield. Your move, idiots. Then it hits Rebecca. She's screaming at me over the phone, hysterical, accusing me of sabotaging the company's restructuring. I stroll into the hangar, cool as ice, and slam down the jet's official title deed and purchase contract for everyone to see.
How is this possible?
No. No way. That's impossible. This jet belonged to the company. You forged that document. You had to.
I let out a cold smirk. Forged. They'll find out soon enough who really owns this plane. Ava turns and looks at Rebecca. Rebecca's face goes pale, her eyes darting around, and right then, a black stretch rolls. Royce glides onto the tarmac and stops in front of everyone. Rebecca and Ava's faces drop. They rush over immediately.
Rebecca, your jet never came, so I took mine. Should I assume you're no longer interested in doing business?
Mr. Sterling, I am so sorry. We ran into an unexpected issue with the jet, but everything's under control now.
That's not the point. I cleared my schedule and waited over an hour. My time is money, Ms. Gray. Or do you think yours is worth more than mine?
No, sir, that's not what I meant. If you just let me explain.
Save it. If it weren't for Veronica, I would have walked away already.
Victor spots me from a distance and gives me a slight smile. He wants to continue discussing a partnership with me, but I tell him I was just fired by Rebecca, so I'm no longer in a position to negotiate. Victor's expression shifts instantly. He's now seriously questioning Rebecca's integrity. He decides right there and then to pull out of the deal with her entirely. Ava tries one last desperate move, but Victor shuts her down. Destroyed bottles of Romani Conti, damaged top-grade aviation leather seats, ruined private artwork. Total damages, $6.5 million. That's not a small bill to settle. Think that's the end of it. Right after, Rebecca's people inform her that a crew is coming to clear out their office. That penthouse suite at Star Tower in Manhattan where they work every day. Also mine. I've been leasing it to the company at half market rate this whole time. Rebecca and Ava burst into the office out of breath.
What the hell is this? Who let you people in here? Get out, or I'm calling the cops.
A broker steps out from behind Jack wearing a polished professional smile.
Ms. Gray, I represent the owner of this property. I've been instructed to turn this floor over to a new tenant. Mr. Jack here will be taking possession today. But your lease expired a few days ago. Since it wasn't renewed, you're required to vacate immediately, or we'll proceed with a formal eviction.
Rebecca's brow tightens, her face twisted, then it hits her. 3 years ago, I leased this building to her at half the going rate. Right then, I walk in with Victor by my side.
Veronica! Why are you still here? You were fired! Leave! Now!
Watch your tone. Miss Veronica owns this floor. She has every right to be here.
Everyone freezes, all eyes landing on Rebecca at once. Her face says it all.
You already took our biggest investor. Now you're trying to take our office too? Don't push it!
I flash a contemptuous smile and say nothing.
Fine, I get it. You want money. We'll renew the lease.
Then I nod, hold out my hand $2 million.
$2 million? Have you lost your mind? We were paying $1 million.
You've got to be kidding me. This is prime Manhattan real estate. Market rate's well over $3 million. $2 million is a steal. If you can't afford it, I'll take it. Now pack your shit and get out.
Jack waves his arm, and a few intimidating enforcers crack their knuckles and close in on Rebecca and Ava. Rebecca and Ava go white as a sheet.
Veronica, are you trying to ruin me?
I ignore whatever Rebecca's saying and dial the police. They arrive on scene almost immediately, scan the trashed office, and walk straight toward Rebecca.
We've reviewed the lease. Ms. Gray, your tenancy has expired. Legally, you no longer have the right to occupy this space.
Officer, there has to be some misunderstanding. We've been here for years.
Doesn't matter how long you've been here, miss. Your lease expired. However, you do have the option to renew if the landlord agrees.
Okay, we'll renew. We'll do it right now. Veronica, can't you cut me a little slack after everything we've been through together?
I let out a cold laugh. Fine. The new rent is $2.99 million a year. You have 3 days to pay in full. Rebecca's face burns with rage, but there is nothing she can do. I turn on my heel and walk out with Jack and my crew, not looking back. The cash flow dries up, major clients pull out. The entire IPO plan collapses. Backed into a corner, Rebecca and Ava finally show their ugliest true colors. They decide to spike my drink with an allergen at tonight's corporate gala and stage a fake scene, hoping to use a manufactured scandal to force me into dropping my lawsuit. But they forgot, this circle is filled with my eyes and ears. From the moment they purchased that drug, their every move has been under my watch. At the gala, Ava approaches me with the spiked glass of wine, putting on a show of apologizing. The second the lights dim, I smoothly swap the glasses without anyone noticing. A cold smirk tugs at the corner of my lips as I down the drink in one go. Rebecca shoots Ava a look. They must be dying to know why am I completely fine after drinking that glass. A few minutes later, the one who collapses first is Rebecca herself.
Veronica! You drugged Rebecca in front of everyone! That's attempted murder!
Every guest in the room turns to look our way. Cool and composed, I turn to face the crowd and say it plainly. The one who spiked the drink was Rebecca, and just as the two of them try to argue back, the ballroom's massive screen suddenly cuts from the presentation slides and starts playing crystal clear surveillance footage. Ava destroying my belongings in the hangar, spiking the drink backstage. Every angle, no blind spots.
That sex party photo that destroyed my name. Once again, it's right there in front of everyone, but this time, I don't explain, I just hit play. Turns out it was never a candid shot. It was a carefully staged production. The footage keeps rolling. The person who was really behind the camera finally can't hide anymore. Ava, from the models, the lighting, to the shots, the editing, every single step, she directed it herself. In this moment, the whole room finally knows. What destroyed me back then was never that photo. It was the person behind it.
What? How the hell did you get that footage? No. We're screwed.
The room detonates.
Drugging and blackmailing to close a deal. You two belong in a prison cell, not a boardroom. I'll make damn sure you rot in there.
Red and blue lights flash. Police walk into the ballroom with arrest warrants in hand. Criminal destruction of property, embezzlement, poisoning, and entrapment. Multiple charges stacked. What awaits them is a very long time behind bars. Rebecca drops to her knees, clinging to my leg, begging me to let her go. I pull my leg back coldly. 3 years ago, I saved your life. Today, I'm teaching you how to be a decent human being.
I'm sorry! I lost my mind. I never should have listened to Rebecca. Please tell them to let me go. I swear I'll never do anything like this again. You lying cunt. This was your idea. You wanted the photos. Now you're dumping it all on me.
The two of them end up on their knees, tearing at each other's hair. I give the officers a slight nod. They nod back, grab Rebecca and Ava by the arms, and escort them out of the ballroom. I know that from this moment on, my jet takes flight again, and their sins. They'll rot behind bars for the rest of their lives.
I spent years afraid of losing her, but sometimes letting go of the wrong people is the beginning of the life you deserve.